Hey, I'm back again, I suppose. Uh, I Let me pull them up actually. I got a lot of interesting things I didn't see until recently. A lot of them was about a lot of the comments were just about my thoughts on things such as like how we're all slaves to something. And I still, in my heart of hearts, believe that is true. Not even just to a small extent, but it's just true. But they also mentioned that at some point we can't control it, or at least we can control it very little. We can't exactly free ourselves from it, but we can control it to the extent and how it controls us. And I like that, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for in a sense. I don't see a point in a lot of things. I think a lot of things are just stupid, especially things regarding emotional value in a way, or things that are just arbitrary. Like recently, I failed Spanish, and yeah, whatever. It's okay. I'm already switched out of the class. I had reasons why I failed it. I have a decent GPA. I have the rest of my grades are okay, B's and a couple A's, B's and C's, but other than that, I failed one class. And and my family, they're just treating it like it's the biggest thing in my life, and it's like, no, it's not. There's no, it's just an arbitrary number, which again, I don't particularly care about that number. I believe it's just another form of control, and people take it far too seriously. Because, well, sure, yes, things you do in high school can and will affect you later in life, but this isn't the end all be all. And I'm doing good the rest of the point, so I don't see any particular reason why it matters to such a degree. What else? What else? What else? I got another comment about the name of my last video. Errorbot. He was like, he was telling me how I read the video name, but he was saying how the video sounded like a Minecraft ARG. I just thought that was funny. I have a repeat commenter, Robert Song, and his points are interesting, and I get it to an extent. A lot of the last two videos were about like loneliness in a sense, because I tend to be lonely, usually on purpose due to just my upbringing, I suppose. But he he was like, you mentioned how we need human interaction within our lives. I'm like, I totally agree with that, like 1,000%, which is why I have it within my life. But it's in a different form than most people would consider true interaction, I suppose. Like I know most most of my friend group, it I primarily text them online, but I do have the ability to go out and see them. We live not too far, but also not too close from each other, about 45 minutes. So it's not hard to get to see each other. It just takes some planning, which we're willing to do. I believe we're doing so soon-ish. Maybe maybe before finals, I suppose, I guess. And he also brought up the fact how I mentioned in a way how it's so easy to get distracted and cope within your life with many things because you just have so much access to things to cope. And that's another really good point because he assumed I was just doing so, which I don't believe I am in any sense of the word, really. I I just I just spend a lot of my time doing these things because I enjoy them. And he mentioned how we need to learn to just be, which I do quite often, in fact. I do it a lot. It's to a point where people in my family call me depressed all the time, which isn't inherently wrong, I guess. It also isn't right. It's not what I would use to describe myself, at least. Well, yes, it is. But I don't, I don't, I don't see the point in giving it a name. It's just there. Something to live through, live with. So why not just embrace it? Why make it out to be a bad thing? Many people suffer or just live with it in general. And then another guy, he called me a nihilist, which I guess isn't wrong, but like also isn't right. It's hard to explain. Yeah, but I have some nihilistic viewpoints, but I don't consider myself nihilistic, especially with how they portray it most of the time. Like I'm just living my life, in my opinion, doing my thing. Damn it. I'm just doing me, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Going back to the copings, I I do spend a lot of time with that. I do spend a lot of time just doing things, 'cause it's better than just feeling useless, not doing anything at all, in my opinion. Like, I write. I write a lot. Not a lot, but enough that I would consider myself a writer. Like, currently I'm working on a book right now. I don't think it will be particularly good. I sound like such a pseudo-intellectual asshole whenever I use words like suppose. Anyways, yeah. I don't, it's not gonna be particularly good. It's not gonna be bad in a way, because I write fan fiction. It's corny, but yeah, I do so. And it's just something I enjoy. I like delving into the what could be of certain situations. But then also, I read a lot, like a lot of things. But I primarily read like Gothic literature and stuff, like Carmida. I don't know. It's Caria. I don't I don't know if it's German or not. They keep making references in German, but it's an older book. I'm just gonna call it Carmilla, like the Spanish pronunciation. What's it called? Dracula. I like Dracula. I have Frankenstein on my shelf, and like I know what it is because it's Frankenstein. I've read snippets here and there of the book, but I haven't actually read it. It's on my shelf right now. Actually, I got it for Christmas. I kind of want the hardcover version more because it looked cooler, but I got the soft cover, which is kind of disappointing at first, but it is what it is. What else? I have I have a lot of Edgar Allan. I have the only the only whatchamacallit novel Edgar Allan Poe wrote. I like his works in general. I'm not, I don't consider myself a poet. I don't write much poetry, if at all. So it's just he's good. I think I copied my writing style from him, and I'm trying to delve out from that, and I would like to do so as soon as possible because I don't know why I'd like to delve get away from that, but I just do. I think it just helps me write better. Should I add? Nah, it'd be ugly. What should I build? I don't know. What else? What else? What else? Let me check the comments. Hmm. Yeah, that's really all the comments I got. I might get replies from at least Robert Strong on YouTube. But that was 2 days ago, and he was like, I should probably not, I should probably not go down this YouTube rabbit hole. And he was taking my advice of becoming free. I still like the idea. I like the concept of being free. I don't, no one truly knows what it would be like to actually be free because no one is actually free, at least in my opinion. We're all slaves to something. You know, it's a harsh word due to the context in which, at least I see it as someone who's born, raised in America, is taught about it. It's the truth, and it's the truth. It's the best describatory word I could use for what I'm trying to get across. I I believe it would be better if I didn't think like this most of the time, but I just do. Like I have something in my school called mock trial. It's a club where it's a mock trial where we have a group of students and we compete to see who's the best pretend lawyers. And like I like the concept, I like the studying I have to do in the writing, but the actual content of the club itself is just inherently boring and not for me. So I'm gonna leave it soon, but I don't know how soon because my family thinks I'm like super devoted in love with this club, and I'm not at all, really. It's an okay club, but I've also never been in any other club, which I guess I should be, so I could have better chances at applying to my dream schools, because I want to be a teacher, but I also want to do something cringe like move to Japan. And it shouldn't be too hard, really. I heard they accept a lot of foreign students because, especially in more closed off areas such as, I don't know, Hokkaido or like even like Nagasaki, because they're not tourist destinations. So they're worthless to tourists. They're unknown because tourist. I don't particularly like tourist. I live in a state that's run by tourism, and not just the disrespectful locals, but also the idiot tourist or the ones who move down here and then complain about it all day long, but then they complain about their home state even more. It's like, dude, shut up. Shut up. No one cares. about how New York or Pennsylvania or fucking Michigan was so much better. No one cares at all. Shut up. I guess I am nihilistic in a way, or just am. Really, it's seen as such a negative term. I don't think it should be seen as such. I think it should be thought of as something. It's not negative, really. It's just a way to this. People are just scared to be mean, I guess. I don't know why though, when they do it all the time just naturally. 'Cause people are mean. They're really fucking mean. They just like to think they're not mean because they want a superiority complex. They want the rights to say they're better because they're not mean, but them doing so is inherently mean, and they're inherently, by their standards, not a good person. That's my mouth glitch now. I don't know. I'm just yapping during these. Whatever I think is what's said, bro. I think that's how life should be lived. We spend so much time worrying about others, we forget to care about ourselves. That sucks, because we only have one life, and a lot of us waste it because we have a desire to be something when there's nothing to be. I think here's the one question everyone always always wants answered, and they're never satisfied with an answer because it, nothing nothing matters. The question is, what's the purpose of life? And when I was younger, I never thought too hard about it. And as of recent, I have, because I heard a video talking about it. And I've come to the conclusion it's either nothing or whatever you make it out to be. Someone who's on the happier side of things would say it's whatever you make it out to be. Someone who's more negative would say there's no purpose at all. That's why you should go and make one. Well, that's at least what I say. There's no, I say, personally, I say, there's no purpose in life, so go make one. Go make something your purpose. Right now, go make something your purpose. Go find something you love and do that. There's no reason to spend your life unhappy. That's what I try not to do. A lot of my motives, other than just being quote unquote free, is being happy, which in my mind, free and happy are one and the same. Because if I'm free, I'm happy, and if I'm happy, I'm free. From what? I don't know. Don't ask me. Again, kid on the internet, don't listen to me. But there's also another answer to that. There's so many answers to this. It's procreation. That's really it. Because think about it. We're animals. At our core, we are animals. People don't like this term because we have quote unquote intelligence and self consciousness, but we're no different other than just a superiority complex than any other animal. So why should we believe we're any different and that we're better simply because we can ask questions? And why is Neil deGrasse Tyson talk so much when he's not needed? I just thought about that as I was talking about this, and because I was super weird earlier. I asked my friend, I was talking about my dog, and I was like, do you think, do you think my dog or other people's dogs are barking at them, wanting to say something, but they can't because they're dogs and we can't understand them because they're barking? But to them, they're like trying to say something. They're trying to convey something, and we just don't understand them, so we tell them to shut up or something. Is that what it would be like for us to meet aliens? Because if an alien came to us, we would be so below them, it would be unfathomable. Because if they had discovered the technology to make it from wherever they are in the universe to us, we are so technologically and mentally behind them. Would we be even able to understand them? Like in Neil deGrasse Tyson's thought process of this, we would be how apes are to us, to the aliens. Humans would be to aliens how apes are to us. Like for example, Neil deGrasse Tyson's example was we take this one human. He's just this tiny bit smarter than the rest because he can do astrophysics in his head, just like a second grader can in the alien species, because he's slightly above the rest. Humanity would be considered so dumb that what we do that's super advanced is not mathematically, that's a stupid word, that's the wrong word, is what we do compared to the aliens would be considered so infinitesimally stupid compared to them. We are no more than slobbering babies. It's like it's like how we take it's like how we take apes. We consider apes to be around like the mental grasping of like I think a toddler, it was said. I'm not sure. A toddler. We would be the same mental capacity of an alien toddler to us. And that's somewhat scary to think about because what could we do to that? If they've already found us and they came to us from however far in the galaxy, and then they likely would get mad because we're idiots, or we're not even worth talking to, then I forgot. Fuck. Is this even? Fuck. 1, 2, 3, and two. Okay, it wasn't right. Okay, okay, okay. See, I'm so good at Minecraft. I'm the best at Minecraft ever. Yeah, that's really all I have, I guess. See ya. Bye bye.